Good morning, everybody. I have a message for you today that I want to share with you. In my morning's meditation, in this beautiful bucolic setting that I have here in rural America, I was reminded that the world is a mess, and each and every one of us has a sacred labor and a duty to help turn this around. And okay, so you're snickering now and you're thinking, oh, well, sure, the world is on fire. How do I change this? Well, I'll go back to Gandhi and his wise counsel telling us that we must be the change that we wish to see in the world. And now, what does that mean exactly? That means that if we want to see more peace, then we have to be more peaceful. If we want to see more love, then we have to be more loving. And with the madness and the craziness and the stress in our Western society, I understand that that's not always easy. It would be so nice to just be able to snap our fingers and all of a sudden embody the magnanimous hearts of people like Mother Teresa or Padre Pio. Well, I know that that's a little bit more challenging for some of us. So let's go to the teaching of the Apostle Paul and his mantra, I die daily. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means incrementally, every day, Paul made it his goal to come up just a little bit higher, to increase the light in his earthly energy field, within his aura, within his causal body. And when we approach it with the goal of doing it incrementally, a little bit at a time, suddenly it's not so overwhelming and it's something that's achievable for us. And what we anchor into our world has a physical effect. So if we want to see more love and kindness, then if we begin to practice more love and kindness, that has a ripple effect that will go out. By the same token, if we want to hold on to grudges and be angry and stressed, well, that has a ripple effect too, and it doesn't do anything to help calm the overall tone of the earth body. So this is what I invite you to do. On a daily basis, make it your goal to impact one life or one situation in even a small way. Now, some people would refer to this as a random act of kindness. Well, no. What we're doing here is practicing deliberate acts of love. So tomorrow, on your way out the door, give an extra smile or an extra hug to a loved one. When you're on the road and somebody cuts you off, resist the reaction of flipping them off and instead send them a silent blessing. Maybe they're really in a hurry and just had a worse morning starting off than you did. Do little things. Open the door for someone. Help a disadvantaged or an elderly person with their groceries in the grocery store. Be a little kinder to the poor clerk that's checking you out in the store, because that person is probably hit with all kinds of cranky people throughout the day. So why don't you be the one that gives them an extra smile and tells them that you appreciate the work that they do? And I can promise you that you will start to see the effects of this in your own physical world, because that's the law. That which we send out comes back to us. And I can give you two examples, very easy little examples, just off the top of my head, of how I saw this in my own world when I started to practice what I wanted to see. And the first one is one of my favorite kindnesses, if you will, is to let people get ahead of me in the grocery store. When I get up to the cashier and I have a full basket of things, and there's somebody behind me that just has a couple of things and is obviously stressed and looking to get out the door, I always let that person go first. And you know what I found? that suddenly I was going into different stores and the clerks behind the counter were saying, oh, I've got a free coupon for this, or I've got a coupon for that, or let me give you an extra one because we're running this or that special, without any prompting for me other than being joyful and smiling and wishing them a good day. And an even more significant demonstration of this happened to me once when I was out of work. And we were planning a family gathering. And we were rubbing nickels together. It was really tight at that point because, I didn't have a job. And I was coming out of one store and I was walking down the sidewalk. Now, mind you, there's not a soul in sight. And I thought to myself, if I had just an extra $20, I could finish this event and put the pretty ribbon on it that I really, really want to. And as I turned the corner and was walking down the sidewalk without a soul in sight, there was a $20 bill sitting there on the sidewalk. So those are just two small examples. I mean, the way that this has come back to me in the terms of more kindness, opportunity, and love, oh my goodness, it would take my whole day to actually share this with you. So I want you to go forth today and remember that we all have a sacred labor. We all have a mission to expand peace, love, harmony, and unity. And if every one of us practices this on a daily basis, you will see your families, your workplaces, your nations, and the planet begin to turn around. It's cosmic law. So please join me in practicing this every day in even some small way to increase the happiness in your world or beyond. And I leave you with a blessing that God's richest blessings rain down upon you this and every day. May you be the light you wish to see in the world. May your burdens be healed, and may the light of the Christ expand within you every single day. And until we meet again, namaste. May you let His light shine upon you. May the Lord's blessing